Ironman 4x4 Philippines family. We're excited to show you our Toyota Hilux Conquest. It's running our BBCD Deluxe Bullbar, one of the sexiest bars in the market. This is a no-cut bar, so you keep your Toyota plastic bumper intact. We're also running 7-inch blast combo lights with the clear covers installed. The covers come free with your lights. And we run a 12,000-pound steel cable Ironman Monsterwinch. The Monsterwinch runs an industry-first motor breather, and it can be used wired or wireless with a 5-year warranty. This is our rated recovery points. You get 2 of those when you buy the recovery points. And beside that is our 4mm thick underbody protection that runs from the engine all the way to the transmission. You also see it connects to the free skid plates you get with your bull bar. The skid plates are vented. And then on the side, we're running our side step with rails. The Ironman side steps are modular. You can take the rails out and it comes with a cover, so you can run them without the rails. And behind, we're running our rear protection tow bar. It's a 4mm thick tow bar with a rating of 3.5 ton class 4 towing and 350 kilo tongue weight capacity. Then for the suspension, we're running Ironman 4x4's Foam Sole Pro, the biggest, strongest shock in the 4x4 market. It's totally rebuildable and revolvable. It's running the Toy 065B coils with the Ironman 4x4 Pro Forged upper control arms. They are forged alloy and they run Toyota OEM bushings and ball joints, so maintenance is not a problem. We've set preload on the front suspension at a 70mm sag, so it's performing very well. Then the rear suspension, we're running our AddALeafs with the Ironman 4x4 Foam Sole Pro Comfort. We've also taken out one overload spring from the original Toyota spring pack. The very reason for this is not to soften the rear. No, that's not the reason. But we found the height of the rear a bit too high. So we removed one thick spring and it lowered the back of the pickup by about ½ an inch, which is the thickness of the spring that we removed. Now people usually ask me, how does the AddALeaf work? So we'll try to explain it. You can see that the original Toyota springs run 3 thin leaves, as seen on the video now. Those 3 thin leaves are too soft to begin with, so even though the Toyota pickup is unloaded, it sits on the overload spring or very near the overload spring, like in this picture. So when it sits like that, it's like driving a 1-ton rear leaf all the time. It's supposed to be 2-staged, but since they're too soft, they sit really near. Like this is the Hilux before we installed it. And so you see, if you hit a bump, it will hit the overload and kick you back. That's the stiff ride that we feel. This is how a proper 2-stage spring should look like. The thin leaves are primary leaves. They work when your truck's unloaded, and they sit on the overloads at about 500 kilos to give you a 1-ton stiff spring. Now on our Hilux, with one of the overload springs removed, so now it's a single stage spring and I'm safe to load about 500 to 750 kilos. We removed the second spring from the bottom because nothing's connected to it. The short, thick overload has a bracket for your handbrake, so we didn't touch that. So this is how the Hilux sits with the 275/70/17 BF Goodrich tires and Evo Corse 0 offset wheels. And then we'll move on to the back. We'll show you the Pinnacle canopy. At the moment it's locked. We test it, it's locked. But since it's central lock, press unlock on your Toyota remote and then you can open it. Then this will show you the rear setup on our Hilux. It's still a bit unfinished at the moment. We're running Ironman's twin drawer kit. It's 1.3 meter lockable storage. On the left side, this is where I usually keep my recovery equipment. You will see the Ironman 4x4 winch damper, our winch control, and I also usually carry a 7-inch black cover for the blast lights. That's available from us too. This keeps the light a bit more discreet in the city. We can close that, and with a key you can lock that. On the right side, I usually store my Ironman tire repair kit and Ironman compressor for the long trips. Then all the rear of the pickup is coated with Raptor linings in Ironman 4x4 green. So we'll show you more mods to the rear, like our fridge slide and everything. So you can close that up. The Pinnacle Canopy also runs fold up rear windows. So that's our pickup. You can also see the Ironman 4x4 Snorkel. It runs a big 4-inch intake and ram head for more airflow. So that's our pickup. It doesn't run a body mount chop. No, we did not chop anything. We did not modify anything. The tires don't touch at all. No rubbing even on the trail. We'll show you the way it looks on the trail next time. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.